Nowadays, there are cars everywhere, and until late 19th century, people traveled only by foot or on a horse. This was roughly the time when the automobile business exploded within just a decade, and several new companies were founded to make cars and research an internal combustion engine. On the following list, you will get to know the 10 very first manufacturers to do so. Škoda. Václav Laurin and Václav Klement got together through bikes, starting their own business in 1895 known as Slavia. They would produce bicycles until 1905, when the first automobile was created, named Voiturette Type A, using a 2-cylinder gasoline engine and 3-speed gearbox. The next year they introduced a 4-cylinder and a new range of models as B, D, E and F types. Ford. Born in 1863, Henry Ford is responsible for the oldest living automobile brand in America. Located in Dearborn, Michigan, the company also owns Lincoln, Brazilian Troller, Australian FPV, and has some minor shares in many others. As it is commonly known, Ford was the first one to implement mass production in this business. Vauxhall. Even though the Vauxhall company originally started in 1857 as an engine manufacturer, they began producing cars since 1903. Until 1980, they had their own product lineup, since when it started to be identical to the Opel one. Technically, Vauxhall is now producing right-hand drive Opels, and most of them are even built by Opel factories. On the other hand, Vauxhall production line exports 80% of their products, mostly sold as Opels. Cadillac. As the second oldest US car company called after the Detroit City founder, Antoine de la Mauve Cadillac, it was founded by William Murphy, Lemuel Bowen and Henry Martin Leland, who also designed their first engine. It was a large single-cylinder with a fancy thing-like variable intake valve lift. Besides, Cadillac developed the world's first V8 engine in 1914. Fiat. Fabbrica Italiana Automobili Torino is what those 4 letters stand for. Giovanni Agnelli was the founder, who with his 34-member employee team produced 24 cars in the year 1900. 3 years later, it was 135 cars, and by 1906, the production number already climbed over 1,000. The Fiat 4HP, as it was officially named, was built for only 1 year with a straight twin-cylinder at the back. Opel. Starting in 1862 as a sewing machine manufacturer, Adam Opel acquired a factory in 1899, since when he began to build automobiles with his sons, Karl and Wilhelm. The company was owned by General Motors since 1929 to 2017, when it was bought by PSA Group. Their vehicles also wear the Vauxhall logo in the United Kingdom, the big one in the North America and China, and are also sold as Holdens in Australia. Renault. Renault is currently a part of the Renault-Nissan-Mitsubishi Alliance, which is allegedly the 4th largest automotive group in the world now. The French brand is also the 4th oldest car manufacturer, producing also Dacias and Alpines. Right now they share some engines and base platforms with Mercedes-Benz. Although the company dates from 1899, their first car, the Renault Voiturette, came from 1898. Tatra. Before known as Nesseldorfer Wagenbaufabriksgesellschaft, the company was renamed after a successful, tough test drive from Strba to Tatranská Lomnica in Slovakia in High Tatras on the NWU, later dubbed the Tatra 10. The Tatra resides in a Czech city of Kopřivice since 1850, and from 1897 it is an automobile manufacturer. Daimler. Although the original agreement when Daimler-Benz was created comes from 1926, both Karl Benz and Gottlieb Daimler had made a couple of vehicles even before that. It is said that it was around 1897 when also a German entrepreneur, Emil Jelinek, asked them to sell their cars. In 1900, Jelinek became a firm's director, requesting to name the upcoming cars Daimler Mercedes, after his daughter called Mercedes. Later, he would also take his daughter's name and sign as E.J. Mercedes ever since. Peugeot. As a coffee mill company founded in 1810, Peugeot has also produced bicycles, motorcycles, and eventually cars. The founder, Armand Peugeot, was interested in cars, and after a meeting with Daimler, he would make his very first vehicle powered by steam. Soon after, he realized that gasoline engines are the future and founded Société des Automobiles Peugeot in 1896.
If you will tell me I'm the only one that you love, life could be a dream, sweetheart.